Hey guys, welcome back to Farm Life with Kids. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review on my 6 bare root Joanne J thornless ever-bearing red raspberries from Picked Nursery over on Amazon. One thing to keep in mind when ordering any bare root berries such as these raspberries here is that you will not receive them with any sort of container or soil. You will receive a dormant plant such as this with their roots wrapped with paper towels, and they should be moist like this. It is highly recommended that when you receive your plants, you go ahead and soak them overnight or until you're ready to plant them in your containers or in the ground. At the beginning of this video, you saw me take out mine from a container that I had them soaking in for about 2 to 3 days. Today, I am finally ready to plant them into the containers. Okay, so here I'm going to begin to untangle my 6 bare roots, and when doing so, just be careful not to break off too many of the roots. Right off the bat, I can already tell that most of these raspberries have already begun to break dormancy. Dormancy is a stage when a plant prepares for freezing temperatures and dry weather during winter. Then, when the weather begins to warm back up in spring, plants such as these raspberries here begin to essentially wake up from dormancy. Joanne J raspberries are a fall-fruiting, self-pollinating variety that grows on thornless vines. This variety grows best in zones 3 to 8. I am in zone 8B, so I just make the cut. Right here, I am noticing that one of the plants has this new growth coming out of the bottom of its root system. I could go ahead and cut some roots with this new growth and propagate a whole new plant, but I decided to leave it alone this time. Instead, I'm just going to untangle it and plant the new growth close to the top of the soil in the container to encourage it to pop up and grow. I do want to mention that these bare roots were very well wrapped, therefore it is very easy to unwrap them without damaging them. And they also look very healthy and have quite an extensive root system. Okay, so now I am done unwrapping all of the roots, and this is a closer look at them all laid out. So again, here you can better see how good the root systems are of each of these raspberry canes. And you can also clearly see how they are definitely waking up from dormancy. They look very promising already, and so far I am very happy with my purchase. Now, let's go put them in their containers. Raspberries grow best in well-draining soils, like most crops, and they also like soils with a pH ranging between 5.5 and 6.5. This Miracle-Gro is somewhere between 6.5 and 7.5, so you definitely want to add a bit of soil acidifier to the mix. And as far as containers, I chose a 15-inch or 7.5-gallon pot for each of these raspberries, and I drilled plenty of drainage holes at the bottoms. Now I'm going to have my son help me backfill as I hold the raspberry cane in place. When doing this, just try to lay out the roots as best as you can without them being too bunched up. And as you can see here, I made sure to leave the new growth uncovered since this is where the first set of leaves will be. Now I'm just going to repeat that same process for all 6 of the raspberry canes. Growing raspberries in containers has its great advantages. You can control the sun exposure, water intake, and nutrients that you want the plant to get. In the process of separating them earlier, I accidentally broke this one's new growth, but I have no doubt that it will do fine regardless. This one is also the one with the new growth at the bottom, so I'll make sure to leave this part close to the surface. And there you have it, all 6 of the raspberry canes are now in pots. And now it's time for their first thorough watering. Keep in mind that all of that soil that I just used to plant my raspberries in was completely dry, so always do a very thorough watering the first time. Let the water rise up and move on to the next plant while the water gets absorbed. Then come back around and do it all over again. I did this like 6 or 7 times to each of these plants. And this is how they look now. They have grown so much, and I'm so happy that all 6 of the raspberry canes made it to this point. Right now, I have them in partial shade because as temperatures began to rise here in Southern California, the leaves started to show signs of stress. That's just one of the great benefits to growing raspberries in containers, being able to relocate them as needed. I cannot wait to update you all on the progress of these plants. Be sure to check out Picked Nursery on Amazon or go directly to their website. All links will be in the description below. In the meantime, go ahead and check out these videos next, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to keep on growing.